got their water finished up and out here. Took them a couple days to get used to it and figure it out, but it does work. Probably need to add some more when I move them, but what we're going to try to do, if you can even hear me, we're going to undo that part of the fence there, move it out this way, and then walk the pigs into their next pen up this little alley here. Hopefully the pigs will still be a little afraid of the electric wire, even though this one will be off while I'm moving them, and then we'll try to get them out of this alley as quickly as we can, because I don't really want them tearing up the pasture all the way up there. So anyway guys, wish me luck on this one. Hopefully it goes better than last time. Just stumbled across a bad situation. This morning was going great. We moved this group of cows here at about 10:30. It's now 2:30. I came out here about an hour ago and there was a dead calf. And we had just moved them into this field, so I know it hasn't been dead for longer than a couple hours. And here you go. Here it is. One of the older ones. This is one out of one of my dairy cross heifers that I raised on the bottle. I think it was about the 10th or 11th one born. And you can see it's dead. It's not stiff yet, so it is fresh. And it honestly just looks like it walked over and died over here pretty quick. You may be wondering what the heck can kill a calf in 3 hours. And I will show you what will poison a calf pretty quick. And this is something we, in my lifetime, from what I can remember, we've never dealt with this. We never lost one to poisoning. I only remember about the last 10-15 years, so before that it may have happened out here, but since I've been helping out quite a bit, I have not seen it. So we moved the cows into this pasture. Obviously we don't have a lot of spring grass yet, but we're trying to get them moving and going now. This is what 99% of the pasture looks like. Fescue and clover mixed in. We gave them hay, they didn't want it, so they're not that hungry. They'd prefer to eat grass while they can. So all the cows are out grazing. The baby calves, when we moved them all in here, they were all playing and huddling around this old rock pile. And this is where we ran into our issue. This is poison hemlock. And as you can see, all the way around this rock pile, there's poison hemlock. Pasture, poison hemlock. So guys, it turns out baby calves are essentially just like toddlers. They'll stick just about anything in their mouth, even if they're not supposed to. So cows, I'm not worried about it. We don't have hemlock growing out in our fields, pastures anywhere, but around brush piles, around rock piles, things like that, where the cows lounge in the summer. They kill all the grass around the piles or shade, and then what comes back is normally hemlock or some other kind of weed. Cows aren't dumb enough to eat it. They seem to know what will kill them and what won't. But baby calves don't really know better. Most of the time they learn it from their mother as they age. I'm guessing it's hemlock. The other possibility that could have killed it in just an hour or two would be this tree right here. This is a black cherry tree, a wild cherry tree. Wilted cherry tree leaves can kill cows. There shouldn't be any wilted leaves around here for them to eat. But that is another possibility. That'll kill them pretty quick as well. So it's either cherry trees or what I'm guessing is the culprit, this poison hemlock here. You can see the baby calves right there. They're hanging out around the shade, and where there was shade, there's hemlock growing. So anyway, a bad deal. I didn't expect to be losing a calf that was perfectly healthy 2 or 3 hours ago. We've had hundreds of animals on this place, and from what I can remember, never lost one to it. Yeah, don't really know what to say. You may be able to hear the cow mooing behind me, and that is actually the mother, which I will go find and show you guys. She is looking for a calf. She has not found it yet. She's wondering why the baby didn't show up for lunchtime, and there's a reason why. So, and there is the calf I pulled out of this cow a couple videos ago. They are doing well. And you can see the cows have plenty of grass to choose from if they want to. That's why I'm not too worried about cows eating hemlock. It's mostly these little guys. Here's the mother. She quit mooing and now she's grazing. She's guessing that the calf will show up. That is not the case. As you can see, this is one of my bottle calves. I know, it's pretty sad, isn't it? It's sad. So anyway, what my plan is for her, once again, she is one of my favorites, and she was one of my bottle calves. She's one of the pets. I don't want to get rid of her. Most of the time we have a zero tolerance policy. If they don't wean off a calf, they go to town if it's their fault or if it's something genetic. In this case, it's not really her fault. It's just the calf ate some it shouldn't have. You can see all of her hair is worn off the back. That's because she was in heat the other day and she had about 40 steers trying to jump on her. So there's no bulls in here now. So not time for her to rebreed yet, but she is cycling already, which is great. My plans for her though, since she is a favorite, I don't want to get rid of her. She did have a calf and raise a calf for 2 months. It wasn't really her fault. I'm going to try to buy another bottle calf from one of the local dairies and see if I can get her to accept a calf. Since the calf just died a couple hours ago, she's definitely not going to take a calf right now, but maybe tomorrow or the next day, after she finds her dead calf, her udder will start swelling with milk and she will want to be relieved of that pressure. So she might let a baby suck, maybe, but we've got to get her home and see what we can do. So she just found him for the first time. She didn't know what to think. So it's actually the following day. We had another 2 inches of rain last night. Didn't get the pigs moved because the whole dead calf situation. So I'm moving them this morning. And I just opened this up and it took them about 20 minutes to actually come out here now instead of 4 hours like it did last time. So they're getting that figured out. We'll see if they spend a lot of time in here or if they go up to their paddock up there. They ought to really enjoy some of this clover. Chowing down. Still got 3 chickens here in the back, too afraid to leave. And of course it's always the fat one right there. Now that I called him out, he might actually get brave enough. The one really nice benefit of having pigs in a pasture you had cows in, when we put cows back on this pasture, they're not going to eat anything anywhere near where they had dropped a pile of manure. The pigs, on the other hand, they don't care if it was a cow. They will eat right up close to it. They'll even pick some of the clover out of the manure. So that is one benefit. Most of the time you'll have clumps of tall grass in the summer where cows won't eat and the rest is grazed down, but pigs don't seem to care. They'll root right through the cow manure, even pick out a few bugs from the cow manure to eat. One of the many benefits of running different species on the same pasture. And now that the sun is out and it's been a couple hours, they've already pretty much eaten every blade of grass and weed in here. They've been enjoying rooting around in the new pen. Since this pen is small, I'm probably going to make a little triangle here, give them that triangle tomorrow, and then even though they like eating the clover and grass, this is their future home up here. Gonna get them moved into the woods. Obviously there's not a whole lot of vegetation really, but there is a lot of bugs, grubs, and whatever else they want to dig up and eat in here. So that is the plan. They've got 20 some acres in this timber here that we can move them through. Try to give them 3-4 acres at a time, move them once a week roughly. Yeah, the last group of pigs I had, they really enjoyed being in the woods. They still liked eating pasture when they could, but they really liked the shade in the summer. So while it's just now turning into spring, it's going to start getting warm before we know it. So it's going to be nice to have them in the shade and in the timber before the really hot weather gets here. So they are growing, that's for sure. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. With that being said, I will see you all next time.